everyone, welcome. We're here on Adobe Live in San Francisco, and I'm Ari here with Christine Herrin.
Hi.
Welcome, it's so great to have you. Christine is a graphic designer, and she was an Adobe Creative resident over the past year, and she has founded her own online shop called Everyday Explorers Co., and it's aimed at travelers who love documenting their experiences in fun and creative ways using tangible items.
Yes.
So they're actually real printed things.
Yes, because
Which
I
is
love
cool.
paper like most designers, and I used to be a scrapbooker. So I just love collecting all these things from traveling, and it's like, what do I make with all this instead of just hoarding all these like postcards and tickets from all my travels? So
Yeah.
that's what inspired it.
That's really cool. Great to see everyone on the chat already. Let us know where you're from. So I'm Greek and Christina's from the Philippines, but she lives in San Francisco,
Yeah,
right?
I live in San Francisco now, but I grew up in Manila, in the Philippines. I'm Filipino Chinese, so we'll mix.
Great.
Yeah.
So let us know if you're from the Philippines in the chat. And also if you're from anywhere else, because we love traveling
Yeah.
and we love learning about new people and places.
Yeah, and yeah, my work is very travel related too, even not just the projects I work on for myself, but also, well, actually, yeah, most of the projects I work for myself. If I have to think of a theme, it's travel related, just because.
Yeah. Erica says she loves your work.
Oh, thanks.
Hi to Ontario, Cleveland,
Hi,
Denmark,
Berlin.
Puerto Rico, New York, Wyoming, Bulgaria.
I
Wow.
love it.
It's really exciting to see all these
Hello,
places.
Brazil.
Have you been to Brazil?
No, I want to go.
Me too. Okay, so what did you do? You were a creative resident for a year with
Yeah.
Adobe, and it seemed like it was a lot happening.
Oh, so much happened.
Yeah.
Where do I start? So those not familiar with the creative residency, it's a one-year program where Adobe supports creatives where you can work on any project we want for an entire year. And Adobe's there to provide support, whether it's through mentorship or opportunities like speaking, and all this, like this. So my proposal was I wanted to work on a line of paper products around traveling and documenting. I like to joke that my elevator pitch was I want to make scrapbooking cool again, just because
Yeah.
I love like paper crafts and all that. But
It's not cool?
oh well, for me it was always cool.
Yeah.
But like, how do I get it more mainstream with like more modern graphic design?
Yeah.
Just because it's stuck in the craft world a lot, and I'm like, scrapbooking is all about like saving all these moments and these stories from the stuff that we have, and I'm like, how do I get that message through to, like designers, younger designers who like making things and who love to travel. So yeah, I made a couple of stuff with the creative residency. It's all physical, which I love. So fellow paper nerds out there, I think you'll get me. Yeah, so is anyone else from
Denise
the chat?
is Filipino from Vienna, based in London.
Wow.
That's pretty
That's
worldly. That's
Yes.
impressive.
Yeah, so here are the things I made with the creative residency. So these are travel journal kits. They're boxes full of goodies.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna open it really quick and show you guys what's inside. So I'm a graphic designer with a background in publishing, so that's why I love like paper and tangible things. And as a scrapbooker, I like kits in general.
Yeah.
So here's an open one.
Oh.
Oh,
the GoPro.
cool.
So we can show in more
each kit-
detail.
oh, that's cool. Here. So each kit comes with like a whole ton of things.
I'm really bad at using the GoPro, by the way.
This is a clear stamp set and a
Cool.
clear block. I'll show you guys how to use that later. So this is just everything that's in this kit, and it's here for you to document all your stories while you're on the
Do it this
road.
way.
There's a little booklet that has like ideas of things to document.
That's great because a lot of times people need a prompt of
Yeah.
something exciting to write about.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like, yeah, I think you're busy enough when you travel, so the less things you have to think about. So yeah, just some ideas.
Yeah.
These little cards are like for your the meals that you eat, because traveling for me is all about trying new food. And
Definitely.
This is a little journal to write down, what's happening right now. And yeah,
Wow.
little postcards to send, little things to fill up. When you travel, you always have that friend who's like, you should go to this place.
Yeah.
And say, okay, I'm going to send you a postcard from that place. So yeah, this is
awesome.
all these things in this kit.
That's a lot of stuff.
It is a whole lot of stuff. And yeah,
So do you think that this could be for someone who goes on multiple trips? Or is it like for one big trip that you go on?
yeah, it's mostly one big trip.
Yeah.
I filled up one box of one big trip with several cities, so you can do that too. Like, it's all kind of just in the same box. And what I like about it is I made it into a box because when you travel, you collect a lot of stuff, especially graphic designers who are like, ooh, this is inspiration. And so you
Yeah.
collect all these things. No pressure to make like an elaborate scrapbook. You can just throw it in the box and call it a day. And
That's
say, like,
great.
This was my Paris trip done.
So a couple
Yeah.
people are asking, do you have a website?
I
and
do.
Where can they buy things like this?
Glad you asked. So I do have a website. Well, this is my Behance site where I talk about this project more and a couple of stuff I worked on with the creative residency. But this is my online shop. It's called Everyday Explorers, and I have a ton of other things too, with clear stamps. See, like right on cue, this this graphic showed up. The Everyday Explorer kits. I have clear stamps.
Okay.
I also have
great.
some digital printables for scrapbookers and documenters who want to, write on these little cards. And a 30-day project journal for those who wanted to start a 30-day project. It's also another kind of journal. And actually, what I'm working on with this side business of mine is I'm really curious about paper formats.
Mm-hmm.
So this I was trying with the creative residency. I was like, how do I rethink what a journal is? So the first exercise was maybe it's a box kit. Maybe that's one thing. And this journal, which is also available in my shop, is
It's right there on the website.
ta-da! Yeah. So this journal is, as I said, for 30-day projects, and was also me kind of rethinking what else can I put in a journal.
Yeah.
And so if you see this
Can we go back on the GoPro? Whoops. Did I turn it off?
So this
I'm like a grandma with a GoPro.
this 30-day project journal, it actually opens this way.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And then for those who are working on 30 days, like every day you can check off one day, and it's like little things that you can fill up. But it's also like me just playing
And
with
these
the
are
format.
pages that
Yeah,
you
it's
can
like
write
day
on.
1, day 2, day 3, and then when you're done with each day, you can take it out and then kind of rearrange it, so you always have the next day in front.
Oh.
Right. Yes, I like
was
to-
gonna say that's hard to turn the pages.
Yeah, because
There you go.
you can rebind it. Yeah, just me playing with formats and making my life even more complicated when I talk to my printers and they're like, you want to do what? And it's like,
Yeah.
this is what is most interesting to me, playing with formats like this, because I love paper.
So
and-
did your background in publishing help you with knowing how to print
Definitely.
things? And
Yes.
that seems really intimidating because you can know how to design something and then how to make it into a
a real
pleasing
thing. Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It did take a lot of projects, and I had to like learn a lot of stuff along the way. I mean, everything from colors to even formats, and like, how do I mock this up to show a printer? Yeah. And I used to work in publishing in Manila. I worked at a magazine, And one of my favorite projects with the magazine was we would have these like side products on this products aside from the magazine. So they would have the brand of the magazine, but it would be like a school planner or something for kids. And so I was forced to kind of think of a different format for it, and that's kind of where the love for these like one-off pieces came from. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Hi to Seattle.
Hello.
Who else do we have? Oh, Powell says, I love the fact that you don't have to rip it out and you can keep it clean.
Yeah.
That's
you can
true.
Just rearrange the pages.
We like neatness.
Yes. I may be a little OCD, but
a little bit of that is helpful.
Yes,
in life.
Designers have that too.
There's a balance.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell everybody on the chat and everyone who's watching that we have a contest over the next 3 days. If you click on the contest tab at the bottom of the chat, there's 3 tabs: chat, schedule, and contest. Click on contest and then you click get template and they get an Illustrator file of a bad poster for a band.
Bad poster. Okay.
Yeah, apparently it's bad. I don't know. It's black and white, and then when you see the typography, I think you'll feel that it needs to be changed. So then you can change the typography, add color because it's black and white, and then you can share it on Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag Adobe Live. And then you're in the running to win a Creative Cloud subscription or an Adobe Stock subscription. So we'll be looking at those over the next couple hours and over the next 3 days. And please share, and we'll be showing them on the live stream as well. Also, there's a new button, Share Your Portfolio with Behance. So click on Share Your Portfolio, and then fill in the URL. It composes a tweet for you. Fill in the URL with your Behance portfolio, and then it'll tweet, and we'll see it, and we'll be able to see it on the chat. On the live as well. So we'll be looking at those Behance portfolios in the next couple hours too.
Ooh, I want to look at Behance portfolios.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah, speaking of Behance portfolios.
So you can find Christine at behance.net/Christine Herrin, your full name.
That's me. I also have some stuff up at christineherrin.com. I think like most designers, my own portfolio is always the last thing that gets my attention. It always needs updating. These are like projects from, I don't know, 3 years ago. But yeah, so those are my projects. As you see, they're mostly print. A lot of them were old school projects, but a lot also some personal projects that I worked on. Yeah, but most of my attention right now just goes to the shop. So
great. Everyday Explorers Co.
It's me.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what else do you want to show? Anything that you worked on throughout the creative residency?
Yeah, a little more too about the kind of work that I love to do. As you see, there's a lot of hand lettering in it.
Yeah.
And I use the term hand lettering, but it is basically just my handwriting. Nothing too fancy. Like, I feel like I don't know how to draw letters a la Jessica Hish, but I feel like my handwriting can look cool using cool tools.
Yeah.
So a lot of this, I used brushes. I actually have my brushes here. So the tools that I use, sometimes just a Sharpie works. Sometimes I like to use these Tombow brush pens.
I love those.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
So these are just, they have a felt brush tip and a smaller tip. I learned how to do brush lettering on these. They're good for beginners. I love those. Yeah.
Even the small tip you can use to create contrast if you hold it a certain way. So it's cool.
And this is another favorite of mine.
That's a little scary.
Yes, it is, because these can spill in your bag.
Yeah.
And there's black ink in here. And yeah, it's just like a brush. So
And you have to squeeze it to get the ink out.
yeah, when it runs out, you squeeze it. That's why I'm always so scared that one day it's just gonna blow up in my pencil case. So Well, thankfully it hasn't happened yet.
So do you use these tools on paper, and then do you
transfer them onto the computer? Yes, I do. So
do you ever draw the letters digitally from the beginning, or do you always start with analog tools?
Yeah. Maybe for the past 3 years, I've been drawing them out on paper, and then I take a picture on my phone, email it to myself, futz around in Photoshop, and then turn it into a vector, which takes so long.
Yeah.
And then I discovered this is like the part and then I discovered Adobe Capture, and it's just
going to ask.
Yeah. I mean, so Adobe Capture can turn images into vector really quickly through like a phone app. And so after that long workflow, I was like, no one has time for this. So I ended up just using Capture. And then I found a way to shorten the workflow even more by just drawing directly on iPad. So iPad Pro with Apple Pencil has changed my life. And just drawing, you can draw directly on Adobe Sketch, and then send it to yourself in Illustrator, and that's like
super easy.
Yeah.
Sandra asked, what's the brand of the last pen? I think you were talking about the brush pen.
It's called a Kuretake.
Oh yeah,
brush.
Kuretake brush.
Yeah, I think Pentel makes it.
Yes, I think I have a Pentel brush pen. It looks almost the same.
Yeah,
but it's a different brand.
Okay.
Chris asks, is a high-end computer necessary to do graphic design?
I don't think so. No. As long as Adobe.
You need the tools. You need the apps. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And sometimes to run those apps, you need a good computer.
Yeah. But sometimes it works with just the basic, I guess, configurations. I don't think you need a super, decked out computer, so...
Yeah.
Define high-end, maybe? Yes, Kuretake, Sandra. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
So you showed us... Okay, so you love lettering, and it's mostly just naturally your handwriting. Like, you gravitate towards those shapes that you create. You're not getting inspired by other kinds of lettering. It's mostly...
Yeah, it's mostly... And I think this is also from my own... the aesthetic I like is that handmade scribbled look. Mm-hmm. And also because I look at letters that, really pretty vectors that are drawn out. And I'm like, I don't know how to, draw these, beautiful... dimensional letters, and I think too this is more my aesthetic, and I like including it in my projects just because it feels more from me, more there's a human
your whole thing is about documenting things from your own perspective, so that really fits the theme of your lettering. Sahiti asks, what school did you go to and what did you major in?
Oh, okay. So in Manila, I was a history major.
Oh, okay.
When I was growing up, or at least when I went to college, there was no design program. I remember looking around at colleges, and it was all if you wanted to get into the arts, you had to be a painter.
Right.
So I was like
fine arts.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be a painter, but I want to do artsy things, because by then I was already teaching myself Photoshop and all that, and I knew I wanted to work at a magazine. It was how do I get there from here? And history was my second love. I love stories, as you can see. I love to document, so I love to travel. So I've always been curious about traveling and documenting and stories and writing. So I took history, and while I was reading all these things, writing all these papers, researching, but I was also teaching myself Photoshop and designing little pieces like this on the side. And yeah, when I graduated, I ended up working in publishing. So that all worked out.
Yeah. Wow, that's an interesting trajectory.
As a designer, yeah. That's why I always say, like, your college course doesn't always have to, like, dictate
No, not at all.
the kind of work that you do at the end. But when I moved to San Francisco, I was like, maybe I'm not a legit designer if I didn't go to design school. So I decided to go back to grad school, get a design degree. But halfway through, I was like, I think I'll just work instead. So
Cool.
yeah, so I didn't finish that. But
A lot of people are asking things in the chat. So Danica asks, what do you do when you get, like, quote unquote writer's block when you're designing?
oh my, I take a walk. Sometimes you
That's
just
a good
need,
idea.
right? You just need time off the computer. And my favorite thing to do is I walk. I mean, especially around San Francisco, there's so many little stores you can go to. Sometimes like stationery stores or cards. I don't know, just finding visual inspiration outside. That always helps for me.
Great.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to sleep it off and you'll get ideas in the morning.
Yeah. Hi Rahul, hi Manjinder, hi Harry. Let's see what we can start showing, like what process we can show to everybody. Because I'm sure people want to know how you end up with these printed pieces, how you start out, and maybe we can actually do a project here.
Yeah.
With inspiration from you guys on the chat.
Is there anything you wanted to see?
Yeah, please let us know in the chat if there's something you want to see Christine create while we're here on the live stream. And first of all, you wanted to show these stamps that you make. These are really cool.
So the clear stamps that I have on my shop, they're scrapbookers have used them for years and years and years. And I've always, as a fellow paper nerd, I've always loved collecting them. So these are sheets of clear stamps. They're basically acrylic, like soft polymer acrylic. And how they work, I'll show you.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Gleox.
So these, they peel off these sheets. They're just like window clings. They're just really soft. They stick onto clear blocks like this, and then when you ink them, they stamp. So they become stamps.
Okay. And then the ink, what kind of ink do you use?
Just regular stamp ink, and then you can just erase them and then put them back in. Oh, okay.
Let's see some other ones too.
So how I design these, I actually take my hand lettering from physical, put them into Illustrator, and then they become physical things again at the end. So that's pretty cool. This is a coffee themed one.
That's great.
I love coffee. Okay.
Cool. So we have some people who are asking to see hand lettering.
Okay, yeah.
A hand lettering process, or the process of your illustrations, using Adobe Capture to capture your hand lettering.
Cool.
Let's see. I think hand lettering is winning at the moment.
Okay, let's do that.
I see a lot of people asking for that. And then maybe we can do a little illustration too.
Okay, yeah. I'll show you guys that. So, let's see. Let's start.
Hi, Rinken. Hi, Multi Swafford.
Hello.
Grafissimo. Where do you order these stamps? You can go on Everyday Explorers Co., which is Christine's online store.
Yeah.
And she has all of these products there.
I have a ton of different designs.
Okay. Is it
yes,
polymer?
Yes, Chris, they're polymer. Clear polymer. I have them manufactured in the US. And they have like crazy minimums though. Like, I can't just make one. I have to make like hundreds.
Yeah,
so,
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so today I guess I'm going to try to demo some hand lettering on Adobe Sketch. And these are just a few, for those who don't have this app yet, here, it's Adobe Sketch.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. What should we write out?
Okay, someone on the chat, tell us some words we can write out.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, so what brush are you using?
Okay, so I'm using my favorite brush on Sketch is the soft pastel one.
Oh, yeah, it creates a really natural effect, which is cool.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to think of a word, of a phrase.
Hi, Khalil. Hi, Joanna. Okay, creativity, peace, born adventurer.
Oh,
Welcome to the Redwood Coast. Splendiferous.
I like the wish you were
Explore.
here. That's simple enough. Okay.
Wish you were here. Music.
Okay, I'm
Cool.
so I'm just
I'm trying to. It's happening.
Oh, because she's
Your
doing...
attention is weird. Can you?
oh
Can we do it this way?
yes.
Or the
is locked.
orientation?
Yes, it's locked.
Okay, we'll put the orientation back to how it was.
There you are. Okay.
Perfect.
Wish you oh
Sahiti, we actually have a mini site on Typekit called practice.typekit.com, and there's a lot of lessons on typography and resources for you if you wanted to check that out. Christine, do you have any tips for learning about typography or lettering?
ooh okay, let me think about it.
You don't have to answer right now.
Okay.
Chris, yes, this is an iPad Pro and an Apple Pencil. And yes, Mr. Michael Shays is in the background, backstage.
I'm gonna do this again.
You might hear him chuckle sometimes.
Whoa, it's
The
blinking.
screen is blinking.
Yeah, it's just a screen.
Okay, it's just for
Okay.
us. Amna, lust for life. That's a good phrase.
Ooh, okay, I like that. Sorry.
Oh,
Lust
you're
for
gonna
life
do that?
wins.
Amna, look, you won. Over all the other words. Hi, Hugo. Hi, TT. Everybody who's on the chat, we have a contest going on. So if you click on the contest tab at the bottom of the chat, you'll see a button that says Get Template. If you click that, you're going to get an Illustrator file of a bad poster that you have to redesign. So it's black and white, the typography isn't really thought out, and when you change it, share it with us. So go on Twitter, Instagram with the hashtag Adobe Live and share the template that you changed and made awesome by adding color, adding different fonts. You can go on Typekit and find different fonts to add. We'd love to see those. And whoever wins that contest wins a Creative Cloud subscription or an Adobe stock subscription. So we're really excited to see what you create. Hi, Ivan. Hi, Cameron. I was referencing the microsite we have on Typekit. So if you go to practice.typekit.com, there's some lessons and articles on there.
Lust for life.
Ooh.
So I'm just writing it out really quickly. What I like to do too is I also just write lots of versions of it, and then I just can always edit in Photoshop later. So my favorite thing about Sketch is that it's easy to get it onto the computer once, I'm all synced to Creative Cloud. So what I'm gonna do is open it in my desktop app. I'm gonna open it in Illustrator.
Great.
So what it's doing is it's sending it to Illustrator. Let's see.
Hi to Brazil.
These are some stamp sets that I'm coming up with soon. Let's see.
Great. So these will be those clear stamps like you
Yes.
showed before.
Ta-da! So it's in Illustrator. So I love this brush on Sketch just because it's a little grittier and it's not
Yeah.
as clean. And that's kind of the look that I love. So a shortcut that I always do, just because I don't need it to really be super clean, and I don't need my vectors to be impeccable. I just image trace it up
Oh, okay.
there, so that way it's
Okay, so Christine was on the iPad Pro using an Apple Pencil on Adobe Sketch, and she used the pastel brush,
soft pastel brush.
And she created these letters, then put them into Illustrator just by using the export button in Adobe Sketch.
Yeah.
And now she image traced them. So that's where we
Yes.
are.
Yeah.
Just for those of you who haven't caught up yet. So Matt, she was using Adobe Sketch
Yes.
to letter those with the soft pastel brush. Pasca asked where you're from. We went over this before, but I know there's a lot of new people on the chat.
Yeah.
So Christine lives in San Francisco.
I live in San Francisco, but I grew up in Manila.
She grew up in Manila. Rob Zilla wrote in the chat,
Hi,
I'm
Rob.
Zillapino. Because we were like, who's from the Philippines? Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Okay.
Glyox, you don't have a drawing tablet, but you want to get into typography. So it seems like you want to get into lettering. I would definitely recommend practicing on paper with a pen first.
Yeah.
Because you don't need
That's
a
where I
tablet.
started too. Yes. I was
Yes,
like, yes, that's
we
where I
both
started.
approve.
Paper.
Paper is great
Yeah.
for starting out. Rinkin says it's so beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Have you ever used Kyle Webster's brushes?
Oh, I've been wanting to, because I
Yeah.
know that you can sync them onto Sketch.
Yeah, Lamont just asked that. So
Have you? Are they pretty good? I bet they're pretty good.
yeah, who has recommendations of Kyle's brushes that they like to use?
Let's see. KC, you will need the Apple Pencil for the iPad Pro. But I do know that you can use any other stylus. This is just my favorite because I find the response
Yeah.
to be the best. Let's see. Yeah.
Great. So what are you gonna do with this Lust for Life? So you
So-
changed.
Yeah.
You made the last part one line.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hi, Adam.
Which one should I use? Top or bottom?
Top or bottom? Everybody vote. I like the top one. I like how there's variation between the all caps and the little radiating lines. It's fun.
Okay.
Adam says start with the mega pack of Kyle brush.
Okay. Noted. I know what I'm doing later.
We'll write that
Download
down.
it.
I'm writing it down.
Let's see. Just delete these.
Hi, Rudraya. I'm glad that you're liking the live streams. And share your notes on Twitter. Everybody, please make sure that you check out our contest tab at the bottom of the chat. We have a new contest. If you click Get Template, you'll see an Illustrator template of a black and white poster that you can change the colors and typography, and then you can share it on Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag Adobe Live. And we'll be checking those throughout the live stream. Oh, everyone said top one.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Sandra, Lamont, Chand, Drew, Ashley, Jen.
Thanks.
Tara.
Okay. Oops. So now we have this. Ta-da. Okay.
So you did image trace, but do you change anything else about the shapes in Illustrator?
After image trace, what I do is like I try to, let's see, maybe I can show it. I usually like delete these white bits in
The counters.
Yes. Yes, that is the proper type term.
Yeah,
for
let's
that.
teach everybody who doesn't know.
So just because Illustrator likes to bunch them all in.
Yeah.
And then
Jeanette says, what did you just do on the side of the artboard?
Oh, so I move it so I can see the white.
The counters. Okay,
Yeah.
so since it has a white background, she wanted to see which interiors of the letters still have those white counters in them, so she can
Yeah.
delete them.
After you image trace it, because Illustrator will image trace the entire thing with the background color. So that's why I'm moving it to the side, just to see where the white bits are. That way, when I grab the vector, it'll just be the letters and I won't have that the white
those
counters
white
inside.
space.
Okay, so let's move this into.
Great. Casey, the cutoff time for the contest is running throughout these 3 days. So this live graphic design live stream is today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and you can submit your new poster anytime during that time. Who else is asking? Marco, yeah, you could be creative with your contest poster. That's all. That's what we're about.
Let's see.
Do whatever you feel would make the poster look great and be exciting.
Yeah. Sandra, yes, I usually do it automatically because it's handwriting. It's less of me vector, like using the pen tool to draw out the letters, and it's more I want the organic shapes. So if I were to trace it manually with a pen tool, like it wouldn't get that, I guess, grittiness. So I'm usually happy with image trace. It's, for me, it's so much faster, and it just gets that look that I want. Okay, cool. So I guess we can make a poster or something. A Lust for Life poster. I love it. This is all like audience generated.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do it right here in Illustrator, I guess.
A couple people have advice for ignoring the white counters.
Ooh, am I gonna learn something new today?
Robert says maybe use the wand to quickly get rid of the whites. Mateo said, can't you trace it with the option ignore white?
Can you?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good option.
Oh, now I've cut down my process even more. I always used to do that. I'm like, okay, time to erase all the white bits. Especially with like really complex illustrations, I'm like going in one by one. Thank you guys.
We have experts on this chat.
Yay,
So,
thank you.
Let us know if there's any advice you have for Christine to make her process more efficient.
My process. I'm putting it in front of everyone to see, and everyone will see all the wrong things that I'm doing. Okay. So another thing I want to do is use these like organic shapes on the iPad. I recently went to a collage class over the weekend, and I was just so inspired by it. It was a physical collage class, so we were like cutting pieces of paper and putting them on and I just got inspired by like these geometric shapes and how can you layer them to make like a cool background. So on the iPad I just, draw all these. I was using these earlier for another project, but I think we can use them too for this.
So you're just doing any random shape, and then you'll see how they fit together.
Yep.
Cool.
Let's see.
Irfan, if you long press on one of the brushes that you see in Adobe Sketch, you'll get more options for brushes. So maybe you're just seeing the ones that show up on the default.
This is the long press.
Yeah, so you keep your stylus on there, and then you can scroll through the rest of them, and you should see the soft pastel brush there.
This one, yep.
It is native to the app, so it's not an extra add-on. Hi, Julia. Hi, Philip. We're still getting advice on the white thing.
Thanks, guys. I should be writing this down.
I'll write them down for you.
Thanks. So now I'm just drawing random shapes for my collage background for our Lust for Life poster.
Hi, Micro Jafar. Hi, Alex. Alex just graduated in Houston. Congratulations. That's great. Rockstar likes your work.
Thank you.
Doesn't that make you sound cool if a rock star
I know, a rock star loves my work. Thanks, Rockstar. You're a rock star. Okay, now.
So you're still using the same brush.
Yeah.
And you can change the size however you want. That's cool.
Let's do squiggles.
Those are fun.
Yeah. I'm making as many as I can. That way we can just see.
Yeah. You can remove the whites by isolating the group, then use the wand tool, make the tolerance 32. That's my safe number. And then select the whites. Wow.
Thanks, Ivan. Oh my, okay.
He has his process down.
I know, oh my gosh.
So I want to see what all of you on the chat have been creating, all of you that have been watching the stream. And we have a new button that's share your portfolio. So if you click on that, it'll generate a tweet for you and you can fill in your Behance profile. It'll have the beginning of the Behance URL. Just fill in your Behance name and then tweet at us, and we'll be looking at your portfolios during this live stream. Our generation design, we are using Adobe Sketch right now, but Draw is also a free app. They're both free apps on the App Store.
Okay, I think I am happy with this.
Yeah, let's see what we can do with this stuff.
Mylan, how did I break into the design industry? I think when I moved to San Francisco, I did have a hard time, like, you know, where do you start, right? And you move to a new city. I think school helped a lot. Meeting people, I got to go to a lot of events.
You
local
mean
design
school
events.
here?
Yeah, school, grad school. Just because, you know, when you're a student, again, you have all these, like, oh, maybe I'll go to these events. I'll go intern at a design studio. I did start really from the beginning. It's like, okay, new city, how do you meet people? And it just grew from there. Getting to know people, getting to intern at design studios. I'd say the internet also helped a lot, like social media and just meeting local designers and talking about, like, this is what I'm excited about, what do you think? Yeah, that's kind of where I started. And then the Adobe opportunity came along, and that definitely, like, kind of helped me meet a lot more people. So
Yeah.
because you never know who you're gonna meet and where those opportunities lead, right? I feel like I've had a lot of really cool projects come from just conversations I've had at events. It's like, oh wait, you're excited about this? Like, I know someone looking for someone who can work on this kind of project. So you never know who you're gonna meet.
Meeting people is the best way.
Yeah.
For any job or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Send it to Illustrator.
Hi Sangam. Hi to India. Hi Fred. Ivan says, can we change the colors on the poster? I think we might be adding... Oh, you're talking about the contest. Yes. Please do change the colors. The poster template is in black and white, and we want you to change the colors, make it more interesting, change the fonts, be creative, and share it on Twitter with the hashtag Adobe Live.
Yeah. Sahidi, I went to the Academy of Art in San Francisco. Okay, what was this again? What was the process you guys said? Oh, wait.
It's in the options
Oh,
of live
so,
trace. You have options.
Okay.
What did you say?
In live trace.
Image trace,
trace.
advanced options, or auto trace advanced options?
Where's auto trace?
Someone had said that.
No. So you see in the top bar, there's image trace.
Yeah, here.
But not in the menu.
Not in the
At the
menu,
top of
but...
Illustrator.
Oh.
And there is a tiny arrow here.
Oh, I'm learning so... Okay.
And there must be options. No.
Sketch start?
No, we need to see the options.
Oh. Where are the options?
Oh, click on... Okay. Click, yeah.
Where?
Launch image trace first.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. No.
And then...
Oh, okay.
And then there must be options.
Hmm.
Maybe on the left there is a... No.
Oh,
Top
left,
bar.
left.
Here. No. Next to view, you see. Left. No.
Oh, here, this.
Yeah. Left. Go to left.
Left.
Yeah, here.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
I don't even know where left is. Oh!
And there must be an option here. Maybe in advanced.
Yeah, it should be an advanced
Someone mentioned
options.
threshold.
Ignore white.
Ignore white at the bottom. There's a checkbox.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Okay.
Okay.
We finally figured out what everybody's saying in the chat.
This is hilarious.
Click on expand. Top, but at the top, expand.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. That's very exciting. Okay, everybody learned something new today.
Yes. Thank you guys. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks everybody on the chat for the advice.
Okay. Yay. All right. Let's.
So that is Michael Shays in the background.
Oh wow! Look, I just
Everyone
erased
hears
it
your
once.
voice.
Who is the guy in the background? Yes, that's Michael. Okay, so I have all these shapes, and I want to maybe create a little, ungroup it, little collage from it.
Oh, great.
So this is how I love to incorporate like hand-drawn things too.
Okay, so for anyone who's joining now, Christine created these shapes on Adobe Sketch using the Apple Pencil, and she used the soft pastel brush and just freestyled all these shapes, and she was inspired by a collage workshop she went to over the weekend and how to use geometric shapes. So we're just kind of improvising at this point.
Yeah.
Yes, Michael needs a vacation for sure.
Oh. Okay, let's.
Oh, okay. So what kind of color scheme are you thinking of? Are you just figuring it out as you go along?
I'm looking at this color scheme that I've saved from Capture. So, this is an old color palette, that I had saved through Capture from a photo of something, I don't remember. But it was in my Creative Cloud library. I was like, might as well use it.
Yeah. So you use Capture a lot for capturing your lettering and colors that are cool.
Yeah, I do. It's my favorite thing. So one fun thing I learned at my weekend workshop was in creating like a composition, like a collage composition. The teacher was like, she likes to start with a focal point. So whether it's like an interesting shape like this stripe one, I kind of like. So it's always like just starting from there and then building on top of it versus trying to throw in as many things and then rearranging them.
Yeah,
so,
that's good advice.
Yeah.
James, I know. God, we just love that ignore white space option.
Right? I didn't even. Michael's like left. I'm like, where? Where's that button? I don't know.
It's so hard when you're not the one clicking. You have to tell someone.
It's like the other left.
Pedro, you just joined. Welcome to the stream. So the contest tab is on the bottom below the chat. So you can click on contest and then you'll see a link to get template. And when you click Get Template, you get an Illustrator file with a poster. It's black and white. It doesn't have good typography. It's something that you should improve. So add color, add fonts, and then you can share that with us on Twitter or Instagram. Use the hashtag Adobe Live, and then you'll be in the running in the contest to win a Creative Cloud subscription or an Adobe Stock subscription. So that's going to be exciting. We'll be looking at those posters throughout the next 3 days. So this is a 3-day live stream event of live graphic design. And throughout the next 2 hours and then throughout the day, we'll be looking at all those posters you guys create and share.
So right now, oh my gosh, this is the messy middle where
This
I
looks
am
so
just
cool.
So just me playing with shapes basically,
Yeah.
and then like figuring out, okay, what in the world is this going to turn into?
Kenny asked, why don't you just do your drawing in Illustrator?
To draw directly. Oh, well, I kind of like the organic look. I feel like I have more control when I'm actually drawing it. I haven't quite mastered like drawing with
The
like a
pen
mouse
tool.
or
Yeah, it's a big adjustment, but using the Apple Pencil is very natural, and Christine likes doing hand lettering and using organic brushes, so I think that style goes really well for what she's trying to do.
Okay.
No problem, Pedro. I hope you enter the contest. Can't wait to see what you make. You can also use the new button that we have called Share Your Portfolio, and that will compose a tweet where you can enter your Behance portfolio, share it with us, and we'll be looking at those portfolios later on.
Okay, so
Hi, Munir.
I'm gonna grab this. Whoa.
Cool.
Lust for life. This is so, let's see.
I feel like it needs a squiggle.
A squiggle.
The lust needs a squiggle.
The lust? What do you mean?
I mean, because it's lusty. I don't know.
Should we bring back the
I'm just
script?
feeling squiggles.
Add some squiggles.
Someone says it looks like a chicken.
Which one? Oh, this?
I think
yeah.
because this is the beak.
Okay, let's change that.
Yeah, Julia said.
Let's
That's
use
funny.
those colors. Oh, that's right. I love how you inadvertently, like, make things. Now does it look like a duck?
What animals do you see? Well, our eyes always see something,
I
so
know.
it's good to have everybody watching so they can tell us if something looks like something else that we don't want it to be.
Yeah. I love how everyone's like the image trace option.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm so glad.
There's always more to learn about our tools.
Yeah.
Lusty chicken. Yeah, Ricky, that's what we set out to create.
Totally. Improv designing on the fly.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I am like the biggest overthinker. So like I'm actually like pretty uncomfortable when when you're working and then like a coworker will come and like look at your screen and say like, what are you working on? And I'm like, it's not done, like don't look at it. So it's so funny that I'm just like showing all of you my artboard because I'm kind of like, uh-oh, this is not anything yet, and there's like this pressure to like it has to look cool right away. And I think things never look cool right away.
No.
It's like hours for me, at least, like hours of just like moving things around and all that. So it's just so funny, like, oh well, I'm totally improving and this is so like just an abstract kind of.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Okay,
Ew.
so what else are people saying?
What else do you guys want to see? But this is how I kind of bring in my hand-drawn elements into Illustrator really quickly.
Yeah.
Thanks to the audience for cutting my workflow even shorter with
I
the
know.
image trace tip.
Hashtag image trace, ignore white.
Yeah, isn't it so funny how like you can see how people do things, whether on Photoshop or Illustrator, and you're like, oh, I never thought to do it that way. Like,
I
always
know.
do
Everybody has their own workflow and way, and that's why it's great to see you.
Yeah.
Just like Adam says, everybody wants to see
about the
other
process.
people's process, even if it's raw,
Yeah.
It's fun to see.
Rockstar, I will be here tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also gonna be working on even more stuff. Maybe I can do the travel tags today.
So
that could be
our
something
live
too.
stream with Christine is today for 2 hours. How much time do we have left?
Like an hour.
Another hour, and
Can
then
make more stuff.
tomorrow and Thursday we're back here.
Yeah.
So if you want to get more of Christine, you can tune in tomorrow and Thursday.
And if you want to see if there is anything you want to see,
Yeah,
I'll show you that.
we
too.
would love to hear from you on the chat. What kind of themes you would like to see?
Or what kind of projects too.
Yeah. What are you interested in that Christine has done?
Lamont. What's next for me, like life-wise? Ooh, where do I don't know.
Well, she just did a lot. She just started her online store, so I think
Yeah,
that's a big
definitely
thing.
gonna work on that.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Hector. He's tuning in a little late. We're here.
It's okay. Yeah. Come hang. So, I kind of like my collage. And what I like about these random shapes too is you can just turn it into a pattern background for a poster or a zine, or have it, I don't know, as like, so what I've done in the past, let me show you one of the projects I just finished over the weekend. It's, so I'm coming up with a new set of stamps, and these are the stamps. I drew all these on the iPad and transferred it the same way, the long way of my image trace and putting it together. But I love this look of mixing, I guess, clean fonts in with like scratchy hand drawings. And then, wait, 2 seconds. Do the weight of scrapbook paper. I think it's probably 100 pound. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with what exactly. It depends. Postcards are usually like 100 pound cover. Okay, so
Jonathan, the art direction for the Lust for Life piece pretty much came from...
The brief was to improv it up.
Yeah.
We asked the audience for some phrases to letter on the spot. So, Sam, if you want to make your own clear stamps, Google it. Like, there are lots of manufacturers, but I have to warn you, they do have like at least 100 pieces minimum. So if you want custom ones, rubber stamps, you can have rubber stamps made online. Those are like super fast and they're cheap. Clear stamps take a lot more work and a lot more, you need to make a lot per design.
Yeah.
So using the same process, I recently came up with some cards that I was designing over the weekend. And you'll see that these go with the clear stamps that I made. So this is coming out on Thursday. Really excited. I'm kind of ready for summer. You ready for summer?
Yes. Who's ready for summer?
Right?
Everybody.
So yeah, this is how I kind of mixed in these elements into like a collage, like mini collage.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I wanted to show you, how I layer these.
That's exciting.
The blob tool. I'm gonna look that up.
Simon, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the blob tool is.
I know, me neither.
Is that the official name?
Okay.
Munir, Christine designs the stamps and has them manufactured. And
Hey Tristan. Hello.
she's who's not ready for summer.
Right.
Okay, so you were showing, so these cards are like scrapworkers can use them and put them in their scrapbook. You can write little things on them, and this is a summer theme.
Yeah, they're printables.
created.
Yep. So, I mean,
Cool.
poolside observations. What are your underwater observations? Just like documenting, like silly little things to document.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, we can... What did they say? Oh, Lamont, you want the List for Life as a prize for the contest? You can totally make your own. This was made in like 5 minutes on Illustrator.
Yeah. So
Okay.
a lot of people said for the next hour and next few days, they would like to see your illustration process, your stamp design process, and lettering.
Okay, let's make some stamps. How's that?
Yeah, let's make some stamps.
Yeah. So what I do is, and you can use the same process if you want to make stickers. One of my fellow creative residents from 2016 too, Sid Weiler, does iOS stickers.
Yeah.
And I think it's also, I mean, the whole process of that is different, obviously, to upload to Apple and all, but making little illustrations like this, those are perfect for, making little stickers. So, yeah, maybe I'll start a new How do you not know the blob brush? We need to learn the blob brush.
We have a lot to learn, everybody.
I know. Okay. So, let's
What kind of
start.
stickers and stamps would you guys like to see Christine make? Let us know in the chat.
So yeah.
Okay, so now Ricky says the chicken turned into a sad face. Everyone's always
he
going to
said.
see things in there.
I know, yeah. Yeah, Tristan, I was talking about Sid. You guys should all check her stuff out. She's great.
Okay, so now we're on the iPad on Adobe Sketch, and she's using the Apple Pencil.
I'm back in Adobe Sketch. Okay. I'm going to...
Let us know what ideas you have
I'm
for
just
Christine.
gonna do more travel doodles because that's my favorite thing
Yeah.
until oops.
So we're still using the soft pastel brush.
Yep, it's my favorite. Usually when I pick a favorite,
That's it.
yeah. That's done. Just kidding.
Oh, James wants to see donuts.
Donuts.
Do you think you can make a donut?
Yeah. For you, James, I will make donuts. Do I know any more shapes for donuts? Let's see.
Besides the donut shape?
Yeah.
Someone has an idea. Jonathan says you can write "Today's the day" as a stamp.
How do people draw the icing on top?
Oh yeah, and then you can do one with
Sounds like a donut.
sprinkles.
Yeah. I don't know. That looks like a donut.
So where do you come up with the ideas for the stickers? Jeanette says usually.
I start with a theme, and then I just think of the little things. So when I thought of the summer theme, I'm like, okay, well, you have your iced coffee, you have your umbrella, a beach blanket, a floaty, and so it's like from there, it's like, okay, what other things do I know how to doodle at least? Okay, this looks like a sad donut. I'm just gonna.
You could do other like popsicles and other sweets and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, candy. I know. Let's do ice
Candy.
cream.
Cat sticker. Camping. Cats. Oh my gosh. Everybody loves cats. Max, Allison, Kelly. They all want cats. Moshi Moshi says, after the lusty chicken, we have the lusty donut.
Yeah. Everything's lusty.
I know. Lust for life.
I know.
Hi,
Okay.
Michael.
Ice cream. Okay, popsicle.
Tropical theme. Tacos. It's Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, everyone's hungry, I think,
I
in
know.
the chat.
Tacos.
But they still want cats and puppies.
Ooh. Okay, wait. Let's. Oh.
So everybody, I want to remind you that we have a contest going on. So below the chat, there's a contest tab. Click on that, and you'll get a template, which will be an Illustrator file, and it's going to be a black and white poster that you can change the color, change the fonts, and then share it with us. So go on Twitter or Instagram and share that file that you created using the hashtag Adobe Live. And you're in the running to win a Creative Cloud subscription or an Adobe Stock subscription. And we'll be looking at those posters that you create.
This is
Pizza,
so funny.
pizza, pizza.
My cat
Danica
looks like a
says.
bear.
Oh, that's cute. Just change the ears and it'll be a bear. Allison, we're on Adobe Sketch using the Apple Pencil on an iPad Pro. And Christine loves the soft pastel brush, so that's what she's using.
Taco cat.
Taco cat. Pineapple, chicken wings. I don't know.
That's tough.
That's not an easy thing to
Yeah.
draw.
What was the other one? Kelly! Kelly Wallstrom, I see you.
Oh.
She used to be my coworker at a design studio.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Tacos. We were talking about something else.
Okay, what else did they say? Cat, taco,
Yeah, maybe let's think of food.
pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza. Okay.
Pizza, pineapple, everything people want to eat. Someone wants to eat chicken wings. I don't know. Not easy to draw. Bread, melon.
Oh, watermelon. I can do watermelon.
Yeah, that's cute. Taco cat spelled backwards is taco cat. That is true. That's one of those crazy facts in life, Nick.
Kelly. Ooh, strawberries. Okay.
Ooh, strawberries. It is a palindrome. Yes, that is the right term. We're learning a lot of terms today.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael. Good to be back.
Okay. Let's see.
Hamburger, pineapple,
Guys are making me hungry.
ramen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, a bowl of ramen.
Okay, she wants ramen.
Wow, just chopsticks coming out. Mm.
Tristan wants a pizza, but he always wants a pizza. It's
I
true.
made you a pizza already.
No,
There's a
I mean
pizza.
because
Oh,
he
in
saw
general.
it probably.
Oh no, I want pizza too.
We're ready for lunch already. It's only
Yeah.
like 10 o'clock in San Francisco. Everyone who's just joined the chat, please let us know where you're from and what time it is, and if you're eating any of these things, we want to know.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's work on a stamp set that's all like food. Food themed.
Food themed, definitely.
food
It's a
themed.
great idea.
Buko.
Sushi.
Okay, Ivan says buko is coconut in Filipino.
Oh, I didn't know what that was, so I
Yeah.
didn't say it. There you
Oh,
go.
buko. But
Luckily.
a coconut is just, I guess, like that. How are coconuts? Okay.
I think sushi's a good one.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Sushi,
How would-
like rolls?
Yeah, or just the nigiri.
Oh, okay.
The rice would be hard at this size, though. I don't know how you would do that, just by putting dots.
Just maybe.
Eating fried rice with beef, having a glass of wine. John in Denver's getting hungry. Chelsea's in New Jersey. It's her lunch break. French toast in LA, Art Queen. That's a
Yum.
great idea. I want French toast. Hi, Ryan.
Do a drink.
Stacy, you're not eating anything. You better get a snack because this is going to be food themed.
Yeah.
Cameron is eating lasagna.
Yum. Okay.
Rudraya says he's
Get
on a
some
diet.
drinks.
This is. Oh no! If you're on a diet, I don't know if this is the right place for you.
Yeah.
Sunflower seeds, that's a healthy one. Danica's eating.
Wine. Someone was drinking wine.
Yeah.
Draw some wine for you.
Kyle Webster, hi!
Hi.
We were just talking about you earlier.
Yes, I need your brushes on sketch.
Yeah, so Christine loves this soft pastel brush, and I'm sure Kyle has some recommendations.
Yeah. I love this.
Oh, bacon!
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, T. Robinson.
bacon.
Good idea. Sophia's vegan. Okay, so maybe she won't want the bacon. I don't eat bacon either, but it's a cute thing to draw.
Does that look like
Yeah.
So I think for the longest time I used to say like I didn't know how to draw, and then I just realized, well, doodle. Like it's simple, it's not
Yeah.
it'll do. I mean, and it's also kind of goes with the style that I love anyway, so
Yeah, it's part of your style.
yeah.
Penne alla vodka. Stephanie, that sounds good.
Should I draw a little cocktail?
Petru double chocolate milkshake. That sounds really good. Kyle, yeah, we want recommendations of a pastel brush that Christine can use in Photoshop.
Oh wow. Okay.
She's gonna.
I'll email you.
Maybe tomorrow we can use a Kyle
we'll
brush.
use your brushes.
Yeah.
We're just doodling food. Okay. This
All
looks
right.
like it is ready to go.
Hi, Pablo and Ahmed.
Any last requests for food?
I think we're good. Maybe we should start seeing how it works.
Okay. Let's bring this in. So,
Are you gonna do lettering with it as well?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start with this.
We'll start with this and then I'll use it.
I'm always excited about lettering. I anticipate.
Where's the
it.
lettering? Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe after this sends, I'm gonna... Let's see if it's sending.
Yeah. Mission Creek style. Yeah, you just have to start practicing and doing it, and then it'll come, and you find your own style. Chand is eating biryani. I love biryani. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
it's so good. Joanna loves Kyle's brushes. Michael loves your work, Christine.
Thank you, Michael. Okay. You guys, I know what to do now. Ignore white.
Yes. Ivan in the Philippines. He's still awake.
Oh. You're
Wow.
still awake?
Who else is in the Philippines? What time is it? Is it in the middle of the night?
It's like 1-ish, right? 1 a.m.?
Are you having a party? Are you clubbing and watching the live stream?
Okay. We have assorted food things here. We have my donut, drink, ice
Put them in
cream,
order of how you eat them. Ice cream, pizza, bacon.
and then
Love from Root Beer. It's never too late. We're also going to be here tomorrow and Thursday at the same time.
yes.
So you can tune in again, and there will be more live graphic design coming in the next few hours as well. So stay tuned. You'll see a lot more.
Okay. So whenever I start, okay, this is how I start. Stamp set 4x6.
Okay. So you're using a 4x6.
Yes, 4x6
template.
canvas, just because these stamps are 4x6.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's kind of where I start to think about it.
Great.
Okay, food. So when I make stamps, I like them. I want them to be a mix of icons and doodles, along with clean, designy things. So let's see. Of these, I'd say my favorite is definitely this ice cream. Transfer that over. I like this pizza.
Jesper says, assorted food things. Please don't eat the cat. Yeah, what's the odd one out? It's definitely
Yeah,
the cat.
it's the cat. I just
But we
had
just
to.
had to.
Yeah.
Kyle said he wanted that cat on a t-shirt. Everybody who is watching, we have a contest going on. So if you click the contest tab at the bottom of the chat on the right, you'll get an Illustrator template of a poster that's black and white with bad typography, no color, nothing. And it's all a canvas for you. You can change the color, you can add fonts, and then share that with us on Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag Adobe Live. And then you're in the running to win Creative Cloud or Adobe Stock subscriptions. So please share those posters you create through the contest. We'd love to see them. And also, please share your portfolio. So there's a new button to click and share your portfolio, and that'll generate a tweet with your Behance portfolio for us to see. So we're really excited to see that as well.
Okay. Let's see. How I usually. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little seal with this ice cream in the middle.
Oh, cool. Do you have templates? Because a lot of your stickers are circles or like geometric shapes, or do you create them every time?
I create them every time. So there are a lot of shapes that I like going back to.
Yeah.
So one thing I learned too is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Sometimes if there's a piece of design that you've done already that you really like, for example, for me it's like I really like this shape, and I'm like, well, I can always use it again, and just kind of rethink how that shape can fit into what I'm working on now. So that's why I think a lot of my stuff, it's like, oh, she used this shape again. It's like, yeah, because I do like that shape. So I'm gonna make a little seal that says, it's a good thing for ice cream. Ice cream for ice cream?
Yeah. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just use the phrase we know.
Ice cream for ice cream.
It's true though. There's shapes that are always pleasing, and sometimes there's no reason to be too original and then create like, something that's too experimental and won't be pleasing to the eye.
Yeah. So let's find a good font for this. Typekit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on a Typekit.
Jessica's watching from Juneau, Alaska.
Hello. Cool. 9:30 a.m. So I'm gonna ice cream.
I feel like Omni's in a bold weight, because you can think the bold weight of Omni's would be good because it's rounded and kind of whimsical. So that would be my recommendation.
Okay.
So go to that filter, fonts I
can sync.
And then,
ooh,
I think that would be cool.
I like the bold one.
Yeah.
This is cute. Yeah. Sync.
Nice.
Syncing it up.
Jessica says, how do you create your color theme palette? Well, Christine earlier she was doing this poster, and she had captured some colors using Adobe Capture that she liked a while ago, and she had that in her library, and she went back to it. So I think that's one of the ways that she does it. How else do you choose color?
Usually when I'm on Pinterest, I collect pieces of, how like we collect like, oh, this poster is nice, whatever. I do collect a lot of color palettes from there. If I see like a finished design piece that I love, it's like, I love that design, I like that color. So I'll usually save it and then I'll grab the colors from there.
Cool.
Sometimes I do that.
Chand, it's 10:17 a.m. here. So it's still morning for us.
Ice cream for ice cream. Give it a little more space.
Cool. So we're doing a food-themed sticker set. So Christine creates these clear stickers and
stamps.
Sorry. Are we doing a stamp set? And I said stickers?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, we can do these can either be stamps or stickers.
They can be either, but she creates these clear stamps that you can find on her site, Everyday Explorers Co., her online store. And we're just freestyling doing food-themed ones, because we asked for a theme and everybody had nice foods to recommend. Yeah. Do you have a Pinterest that people can find you on? Or is it just for your own inspiration?
Yeah, it's just for my own inspiration.
Yeah.
I don't have much on it.
Yeah, I feel like it could go either way with Pinterest. It's either like where you go for your own personal browsing, or you have a public profile.
Yeah. Okay, we have one stamp. It says ice cream for ice cream.
Cool.
Let's see.
And then we have pizza, ramen, watermelon, and strawberry.
That's a good phrase for pizza.
What's a good phrase for pizza? Let us know if you have a good one to put on the stamp.
Let's see.
Hi, John Harmon. Chand says it's 11:45 p.m. where he is. Isn't that crazy? That's time differences for you.
My favorite thing too about making stamps like this is I don't have to think about color at the moment. It's all just like, how can I make it graphic and like bold without having to worry about, oh, what would I color this and that. Let's see.
When the moon hits your eyes. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie. Alex, pizza is life. Stephanie says pizza for life. John says pizza in my face. Pizza is love. You took a pizza my heart. Have a slice day. Okay.
Have a slice day.
Rob says pizza phrase, a slice of life.
Mm-hmm.
Hot and tasty.
Pizza.
Big slice.
I
Wow,
like
lots
pizza
of ideas.
is life. Let's see.
Pizza is life. Dinesh says, I'm a beginner, wanted to understand as a graphic designer, do you fix up on the elements you want to wait, I have to read this. Do you fix up on the elements you want to pop out? Some posters have the type, some color. Okay, so what's the focal point maybe he's trying to ask?
Well, yeah, the good thing, I mean, what makes a lot of design good is like there's a clear hierarchy. So either the type is big, the graphic is big. You do, well, in terms of experimenting, I do like play around with those elements, but make sure that the element, like one thing pops out, not everything popping out at the same time. So that way it there's a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High on pie. I like that one. But first, pizza. Pizza my mind. Mamma mia.
How do I... This is so funny.
I'm a pizzaholic.
I don't know. How do I want to...
Yeah, what's the orientation of the slice?
Maybe always this.
That's where you get into, you could spend hours changing the
Yeah.
angle and stuff.
You can spend hours just futzing with this. I know. Nah. I'll leave it like this for now.
Alex says he's starting a pizza themed brand, so he has a lot of sayings saved up.
Nice.
So I want to make sure that all of you are sharing your work on Twitter with the hashtag Adobe Live. And we have a new button, Share My Portfolio. So if you click that button, it'll generate a tweet and it'll share your portfolio. We'll be able to see it on Twitter. Also, make sure you click on the contest tab. Create your own poster using the template that we provide. It's just black and white, and you can add your color, add your fonts. We'll be checking those too. And this live stream event is going on for 3 days. So this is just day one of live graphic design. Christine will be back tomorrow and Thursday at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll see you then. I hope we see a lot of you on those days as well. Kartik says, if you're, let's say, creating icons for an app, would you take a similar approach, or is this unique to creating stamps and stickers?
I would use the same process. Depends too, though. But based on experience, based on experience, like making icons for clients, they do want something a lot cleaner. So that takes me more time, I think, to like really draw it really cleanly and then make into a really crisp vector.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike this, where I kind of, for my own projects, I love that it just looks so doodled on.
Also, you know what size this is going to be, because if it's a stamp, it's just that size. So for an app, they could have it on all different sizes for different screens.
And it has to be clear as like something really tiny.
Yeah.
So this is like, a taco is a taco. So.
And you are still on the 4x6 template?
Yes, I am.
So Christine keeps her template this size because when she prints out her stamps, They're this size.
Yeah.
So she knows what size it'll look like when it's printed out.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. How do I curve text?
Oh yeah. How do you do
okay.
that?
So I draw a shape. And then I go to the text, type on a path.
Okay, so the type on a path tool.
Click it
There
on.
you go. So
Ta-da.
any path that you would create,
Yeah.
it would just follow that.
Ta-da.
Lamont says, "I'd rather not taco about it." That's a good phrase.
Okay. So I have some of these like little seals ready. One thing I want to do too is add in some hand lettering.
Yes,
So-
I'm sure everybody wants to see that.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, let me grab
We have some phrases to start with.
Oh, do we?
I don't know if we want to use them though. There are some wild ones. But what else? What other phrases do you guys have for general food theme? Give us some inspiration.
Like food coma.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
So James just asked what kind of stamps. So we talked about this at the beginning, but I know a lot of you have just joined. Christine creates these clear stamps. She can show you on her online store.
Yeah, these clear stamps. They stick onto clear blocks like this. Scrapbookers use them a lot. But
Yeah.
that's what they are. Okay. So let's hop onto the iPad and doodle some phrases. Let's see. Oops.
Okay, now Christine's back on Adobe Sketch on the iPad, and she's using the Apple Pencil and the soft pastel brush to do her little phrases.
My favorite.
I'm having a food baby. Brain food. Hangry.
Oh,
Don't talk to me, I'm hangry.
I'll do
That's
the
a good
angry
one.
one.
When in doubt, food it out. Oh, Simon says, mmm. That's a good one.
Like
You
that.
could do a scripty mmm.
2 minutes.
Angry.
It's
Anzi, for the contest, there's a contest tab. So now that you're on the chat, look down and there's 3 tabs: chat, schedule, and contest. Click on contest and then click on get template, and you'll get an Illustrator template of the poster that you can work on.
Okay, let's try another.
So Christine, do you use a Wacom tablet or only the iPad?
Nope, just the iPad Pro.
All right.
For those who use Wacoms, do you like them? I've never tried them, so.
Yeah, I
they're
think
worth
a lot of
trying.
people use that.
No, you do this.
Bon appetit indeed. Nick says, I can has cheeseburger. That's a good one. So did you always do lettering like before you went to design school and when you were younger? Do you remember doing it?
I remember like drawing like those bubble letters on your notebooks. Like,
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I'd do that a lot. But how I really got started with the hand lettering was I was in grad school, and I remember a teacher of mine saying, if you're going to use if you need a handwritten look, he's like, I'm gonna kill you if you use a handwritten typeface. He's like, I want you to write it out yourself. He's like, if you use a handwritten typeface, if it like they don't have ligatures or whatever, like the R's will always look the same or the S's will always look the same, and you can tell that it's a font. And he's like, I want you to, I guess it was also training to be like, how far are you gonna go to like make the piece really, like what do you need to do to make the piece like really good. And so I was like, okay, well, I wanted something hand drawn in this piece, so I had to like write it out, and I was like, this is fun. And I felt like adding my own handwriting into the piece kind of made it a little more dynamic, and it was a look and a style that I could own. So I love it. Food coma.
James says chomp.
Chomp. Oh, let's make it. What was the other one? I heard another one.
I don't remember all of them. If you had a phrase that we liked, can you tell us again?
It's just yum.
Food mania. Everybody loves Wacom tablets. Kyle Webster loves his Cintiq and his iPad. He uses both. Lots of different tablets that people use. James, yeah, you can use Adobe Capture. Yum.
Yum. Nom nom nom.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh yeah.
And nom nom nom. There we go.
How many M's can I draw?
How many M's are needed to spell Can you let us know in the chat? We're not sure. Corey, getting into hand lettering. It's not really about having bad handwriting. I feel like anyone can learn how to create nice letter forms because it's all about the construction rather than when you're writing a note or something and your handwriting's bad. When you're hand lettering, you think about the construction of each letters. You can spend time on it. It doesn't have to be fast.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice on practicing that?
You've said it. Practicing.
Okay, yeah.
I've known people who used to say like, oh, you know, their handwriting's so bad, but now they like letter really like they can draw letters like really perfect. And they said that it was practicing like how to draw like, for example, an M or an R, and it's just practicing that, and after a while it becomes muscle memory, and then it is just practicing.
Yeah, that's the number one word.
Yeah, I sometimes I feel like my handwriting is like this because when I was in school, like we did have penmanship, and my mom would be like, finish your exercises, and it's always like, wow, drawing these Y's over and over, and then now it's like, oh, that's how I think that's how I kind of got my handwriting. Oops, I am.
Yeah, William, you got it. Sometimes when you're writing fast, that's why it doesn't look that great. So when you're lettering, you can spend as much time as you want and as much practice as you want. Okay.
Chow down.
Chow down.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, I already sent it. Well, next batch. Okay.
Next time.
Let's see. Oop, there we are. Okay. Expand. I love it. Okay. I like this chomp.
Yeah, that looks really
Chomp.
good. The roughness of the pastel.
Doesn't it feel like it just bit into
Yeah.
something? Chomp.
Now I want these stamps.
Yeah. Have to make them real.
Okay, everybody who's watching, I want to make sure you're sharing your stuff on Twitter.
Ooh, get in my belly. I like that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I love this like really elegant looking hangry.
Like passive aggressive.
Yes.
I'm hangry, so we better get some food. Lamont's going to grab lunch. Sounds like a good idea.
Tacos. Soon this will be you, food coma.
Michael, yes, Christine was on Adobe Sketch. Now she's on the computer.
Yeah.
So now she's in Illustrator. She brought her shapes in there. And yeah, sorry, John, we switched screens now.
Food coma. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's put this in a shape. Or I know. I like this shape.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an official seal. Official.
I saw that one. So when you open Illustrator, sometimes they have little tutorials and they show you how to make a little logo making that shape.
Oh.
And
I don't
I
even remember how I made this.
you start with a circle,
Yes.
and then I forgot what else I did because it was a few weeks ago.
Okay. We have an official food coma seal or the hangry seal. Let's see. Wait.
Yeah, Lamont, can you get us some tacos and bring them here to San Francisco? That
Yes.
would be great. Just bring them into the studio.
Yum. I made this yum for our ramen. Let's see.
Oh.
Oh no. Or not. Something that can fit. Oops.
Oh, so you want to combine the yum with a shape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good. 35. Yes, start with a circle and then do the rest of it. That sounds like a good idea. Circles, I mean, as you said, you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
Having a circle as a seal it's easy to use when you're using a stamp or a sticker, and it's pleasing to the eye. It's
Yeah.
easy to put things inside, and
It's easier to think within just that circle. So
Yeah.
that's how I. Okay. All right. Ooh, the munchies. I like.
oh, munchies.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, what is
there's a little black area.
Oops. Ooh, what is that?
Where did that come from?
No.
Was it there before?
Ooh. It's okay. I can grab another N.
There you go.
Then. Oops.
Oh, John. Caramba. We'll have to try that taco place. Franco, that's funny that you use After Effects for graphic design. Maybe.
Wow.
If it works for you, if you create cool things and you use different tools, I mean, everyone has their own process, but there are definitely a lot of features within Illustrator that are custom for this kind of work. So I think it is easier to use, but everybody has their own thing.
I used to not know how to use Illustrator, and I would do vectors in InDesign. And one of my professors was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Well, InDesign can take vectors."
Yeah,
But
you
I was
can-
like drawing all my circles in InDesign, and he's like,
Yeah.
"But if you use After Effects, it works." Why not, right?
Dinesh, we used the typeface Omnis for Taco Tuesday, Scream for Ice Cream, and Pizza is Life.
Yeah.
You can find Omnis on
You can
Typekit.
find it here.
And you can
Typekit.
sync 4 weights of it.
Yeah, it's. Ta-da!
Yep.
Yay.
It was a fun. The ice cream made me think of Omnis because it's rounded and
Yeah, it's a
kind
good
of
choice. I like it.
friendly.
It even goes with the Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. So what I'm doing now is just putting these into like little shapes, because as you can imagine, if these turn into stickers or stamps, they need kind of a place to live. Well, actually, even if I had them in, like the hangry can stand on its own just because. But I like the idea of these as like little labels that you can stamp
Yeah.
on stuff, and it's like chomp.
Everyone's talking about the unorthodox programs they use for things.
Ah.
I think it's great to experiment with different programs, even if it's not what you're supposed to use.
Yeah.
If it works for you.
Yep. And honestly, how I learned InDesign and Illustrator was just for work. I remember I didn't know how to use Illustrator, and my old boss was like, I didn't tell him that I didn't know how to use Illustrator, but he was like, okay, so we need this by next week, and they'll need it as an Illustrator file. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, whoa, how do I figure out Illustrator? So that's kind of how I learned Illustrator. And also how I learned InDesign. When I worked in publishing, they're like, yes, we use InDesign. I'm like, I kind of have an idea how to use InDesign, but I mean, all of you taught me that image trace trick just this morning, so thank you. There will always be little things, I think, that I don't know, and it's like, oh, I had a different way to do it, but there's no real right or wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so we have like, let's see.
Oh, what about the little coffee?
Yes, the little drink. Let's have this on its own.
So we are going to be finishing this first day of Christine's live graphic design in 20 minutes, but we do have a full day of live streams. So just stay on adobelive.com and there'll be a lot more for you coming up.
To read the name of the speakers.
So we have Christine Arth coming up next. She's already here, which is exciting. Javier Garcia and Simon Laliberte. I don't know how to pronounce
that's
it.
good.
Oh, okay. Great. So we have a great lineup coming up, and this is just the first day. So we're doing 3 days. Same people. You can tune in tomorrow or Thursday as well and see how their designs have progressed. Some of them will work on the same thing in the next couple days. And throughout the 3 days, we also have our contest going on. So click on the contest tab at the bottom right of the chat, and you'll get a Illustrator template that you can edit. It's going to be black and white with no real design choices, and you can change the color, add fonts, and make it your own, and then share it with us with the hashtag Adobe Live, and we'll be looking at those and picking one of them to win, or a couple of them, right? How many people win?
10.
10 people.
10 people
Okay,
win.
so 10 people that use that Illustrator template to create a poster will win Creative Cloud subscriptions or Adobe stock subscriptions. So make sure to share what you create and also share your portfolio with us on Twitter. We love to see what you guys make, and I'm excited to see what happens with that poster because at the moment it's pretty boring. So I want to see what you guys do. Oh, we got the coffee in there. That's good.
Yeah. What's a good... I can hear my stomach growling. I'm like hungry. What's a
I
good
know.
phrase for my donut?
Everybody's hungry. Something about sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Donut phrase.
Donuts.
Do you guys have a
Donut
donut?
phrase.
Something about the morning. I don't know.
I'm just gonna put sweet tooth.
That's a good one. Evil Cerise. You're funny. Yeah, he's evil and funny. So do you just type out Sweet Tooth and then copy it again?
No, I typed it twice.
Oh, you okay.
Oh, Sugar Rush. Yes, thank you.
That's
I
good.
like that. Did it again.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just change the spacing using the
Yes,
character
check it out. Or,
window.
let's see. Maybe I'll do it thrice. See if it's too heavy. No. Twice.
Do not touch this.
Oh! My donut looks like it. Oh yeah, maybe it could be a fried egg.
A fried egg with sprinkles
Mm-hmm.
in a. Oh, I did see someone posting the fried egg emoji earlier, and I didn't get it. I think she was referencing that. I was like, oh, okay, fried egg.
Maybe I need to color it in and then have the sprinkles white so it looks like a donut. Anyway.
Maybe. I think you could see it both ways, but you can't unsee the egg once.
I know. Now I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
It's not a pizza.
It's at least it's not a pizza.
Yeah. So.
Do we have anything shared on Twitter yet? A lot of people are asking.
A lot of portfolios, yeah. So
Some of them are asking if we're going to review them.
yeah, during the next show.
Okay, so in the next show, so starting in 10 minutes, you can stay tuned on adobelive.com and watch. And we'll be sharing portfolios throughout the day. So keep on, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Even if it's 1 a.m. where you are, we know you're committed.
I love this like unintended effect.
Me too, it works
from
so well.
the brush, from the soft pastel brush, because it almost looks like someone bit
Someone
off
ate it.
Yeah, piece of it. So.
And let's see what you created earlier, the Lust for Life thing. I think a lot of people joined later. So
My abstract.
Christine did this
digital
abstract.
collage
Yeah.
of me just playing with shapes.
So she created all these shapes on Adobe Sketch using the pastel brush, just freestyling, and then she changed all the colors using a color palette she liked, and did the Lust for Life, which was someone on the chat gave us that prompt.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty cool,
Ta-da.
just for a few minutes of work.
Just something to play around with.
Yeah.
And then we were drawing on the iPad on Adobe Sketch. With my favorite soft pastel brush that's kind of sketchy. Tomorrow I'm gonna play with Kyle's brushes. Try that. And I wanted to show you how I draw things out and then move them to Illustrator and then mix them in with clean, I guess, shapes. Like you'll see like these clean circles with type, and how I mix in the sketchy illustrations in there just for a nice balance. So we did that. What else? Yeah, and just drew a lot of random pieces of food.
Yes,
and
our
some
theme
phrases.
was definitely food.
Yay. Oh yeah, someone said don't forget the soda. Well, I turned it into this but first coffee. So.
It's iced coffee.
Yes.
Looks good. So Dinesh, so now you're on the chat. Next to the chat button, there's two other buttons, the schedule and the contest. So click on contest and you'll see the Illustrator template that you can use.
Gilbert, I think you can send it, instead of sending to Illustrator, you can send it to Photoshop.
Yeah.
It should be a PSD that way. Oh wait, I don't even have my Photoshop.
Good
open.
night, Chand. Good to have you.
Oh, preset. But yeah, so this is what we're working on so far. I don't know what to do with the strawberry.
Oh no, the strawberry was eaten.
Yeah.
Someone chomped it.
So here it is on Photoshop. That's one option.
With a transparent layer.
Oops. Oh, I closed it. What am I doing? Yeah. It's transparent.
Oh, nice.
Ta-da! So it's layered if you want to send it into Photoshop.
Do you usually go into Illustrator from the iPad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that way I image trace it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are our stickers for now. Look at my OCD. I just want to fill in spaces. And I'm like, oh no.
They look good.
Yay.
James wants them.
Should I turn them into real stickers, James?
Yes, let us know if you want to buy these on Everyday Explorers.
I have been wanting to get into stickers, but I guess this will be a good experiment. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so Shane, the poster template is just a starting point for you. So we would love to see how you change it and what colors and fonts you use and design decisions, and share that with us.
Oh,
Rupesh wants to
and
know.
Mike. Thanks, Mike. They're here in my online shop.
Yeah, so you can go on everydayexplorers.co
Yes.
and purchase Christine's stuff. So she has a lot of different products that you can get.
Yeah. Ooh, patches, William. Good idea. Patches,
Yeah.
pins. A lot of people have been getting into those. T-shirts. T-shirts? Well, we'll see. But yeah, so this is my process. This is how... I'm glad I have all of you guys to help me with ideas. Usually
Yeah, we
I'm
had
like,
great ideas today.
what other phrases can I throw in here? So these are really good crowdsourced phrases.
I think the collective hunger of the world came together and we all had our own cravings and phrases.
I think I really am gonna go get tacos after this. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. That was
yeah.
really cool.
And let us know too if there even for tomorrow, if there's like any technique or some kind of part of my workflow that you want to see more of, whether it's transferring like the hand lettering onto Illustrator or whatever. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
We can do that tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow and Thursday, same time. So you can request something that you'd like to see tomorrow. We can continue on some of these projects or do something new. But Christine will be brainstorming.
Yeah, I'll be here. Might do some travel tags tomorrow. That'll be fun.
So what are your travel tags? Do you have any examples by what you mean?
What I mean, let's see. These are here on Illustrator. I do these travel
cool.
tags. So these are sneak peeks for upcoming stamps that I'm launching on Thursday. One of them is a set that's just all travel tags because I'm obsessed with travel tags. So we can make some tomorrow. I can show you the different, I guess, configurations, and we can get where all of you are from, and we can make some travel tags based on that. So
Yeah, that would be really fun. I'm excited. So Tristan asked where to find you online. Let's go over all of your online presence again.
I am on Twitter. Just weird. My Twitter handle is weird. _CH21. Just because my name was taken already. I'm mostly on Instagram though. So Christine.Herrin on Instagram. Let's see, I'll show you on. So it's Herrin with a double R. Yeah, that's me. Christine Herrin on Instagram. I'm also, yeah. I'm just always on Instagram. You can find me there, and you can find me at everydayexplorers.co. That's my shop. ChristineHerrin.com is my website, and I'm also on Behance.
we're almost done. I
Yeah.
think it's time to say bye to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to day 1 with Christine, and we'll be here again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So same time, same place. We'll see you tomorrow, and keep sharing your work. They'll be checking in on the next stream.
Yay! Thanks for all
See
the
you
ideas,
then.
guys.
Bye.